I think it's something like... I know we're going, you know, we're combining two videos here, but that's continuity. It's episodic. You know the way that, like, when some people watch, like, a Yorgos Lanthimos film, they go, why does everybody talk like that? That's kind of what I feel when I watch, like, 95% of animes. I don't know if it's just that my brain is refusing to treat it as art, and instead I'm like, real people don't talk like this, which is not fair to the medium, I'll admit. Like, it's just, I don't know how to say it except to say that, like, my brain almost rejects it. Even when I saw Your Name in theaters, for the first, like, 20 minutes of Your Name, all the body swapping stuff, I was like, here we go again. And then after that, you know, by the end of the movie, I was like, that was really, really good. I'm in tears. But the first 20 minutes, my body tried to reject it. And I went, hold! We're going to hold through this one, okay? I'm glad I did. Ooh. I also really like, I like Ghost in the Shell, too. I haven't seen that many anime films. Most of the... I've seen Akira, too. Most of the ones I've seen I really like. But that's because I choose only the ones that have actually, like, breached containment. I don't Whenever people are like, you should watch this one, I'm like, I don't know. I've never heard anybody else talk about it. You might be right. You might be right. Perfect Blue? Perfect Blue, the one with it's parasocial? I don't want to spoil anything. Is Perfect Blue parasocial? Yes. Yeah, I know Perfect Blue. I know. I've read the Wikipedia synopsis like 10 times. Paprika? Wait a minute, isn't that one? That's parasocial. How many of these fuckers are parasocial, bro? Is Paprika from the same dude as Perfect Blue? It is, okay. Satoshi Kon? How did that dude have time to make these movies while he was inventing the blockchain? Paprika's the dog from Blue's Clues? Listen, motherfucker, now you're talking about anime I know well, so you better come correct. Blue is the dog from Blue's Clues, my man. You seem to be confused. Stop hitting me! What about the pink dog? Oh, you mean magenta? OMG, he knows. My kid doesn't really watch Blue's Clues, but it comes on the TV sometimes. She's really into number blocks right now. Big ups to the British Broadcasting Corporation. I don't know if people know number blocks. It might be too contemporary. Same, we watch a lot of number blocks. Number blocks feels like it's TV I don't feel bad about my kid watching. Because literally, every episode of Number Blocks, like, teaches you how to do math through a story. There's a character for, like, 1 through 20, and it has taught my kid more about numbers than I have in, like, 3 years of her life. Like, the other day, she was just like, Dad, can we be Number Blocks? And I said, what number should I be? And she said, you should be 40 or 60. And I went, when did they get introduced into the ecosystem? We were doing 1 through 20. Now all of a sudden she's like, you should be 40 or 60. Then sometimes I'm like, can you count from 50? She usually goes 50, 51, 52, etc., etc. Then after 59, she says 100. I'm like, I'm still pretty impressed. She's almost got the pattern. My kid's 15 months old. She gets really excited when the intro comes on. That may not change for some time. I know it. 1, and another 1 is 2, and another 1 is 3. That's me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number block. It is kind of like, it's pentatonics basically, but... Toddler Improv is so exhausting, though. We've talked about it a lot. Hello, Jay, by the way. Hello. But, like, honestly, like, it's... The hardest part about spending time with my child, most of the time, you know, it's exhausting, but it's joyful, you know, and it's rewarding, obviously. She's learning stuff. I'm learning stuff about her. I'm learning stuff about myself. But, like, the improv is so exhausting because... they do not yes and. Like, my kid will say, like, hey, let's play number blocks. And I'm like, all right, what do we do to play number blocks? And then she's like, you just pretend to be a number block. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So I go, okay, I'm number 6. And she goes, no, you can't be number 6. Like, number 6 is a girl. And I'm like, listen, we'll deal with that whole issue later. What number is a boy? And she's like, number 4 is a boy. I'm like, okay, I'm number 4. And then I'm just walking around going like, you know, I'm number 4, I'm number 4. And then she's like, no, number 4 doesn't sound like that. And I'm like, how does number 4 sound? And she's like, he doesn't talk. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Because, like, we got 3 hours of this. I'd like to get some momentum. It doesn't make any sense, man. I'm like, can't we just play, like, can't we just make a tower or something? Can't we just stack some blocks or play? I'm like begging. Can we play with the lunchbox set? Can we play with the lunchbox set? I don't want to play with the lunchbox set. You be number 4, but don't talk like that. I'm like... I'm looking at the clock. It's like 3 minutes before I started playing. I'm like, how does this work? We got time dilation. There's another game she likes to play. It's called camping. How does camping work? She lays down on my bed, the bed that I share with my wife, and then she cuddles up under the covers. Sometimes, you know, I've been awake for 12, 13 hours at this point. I'm a little tired. I might like to get in my bed that I paid for, with the sheets that I paid for, in the house that I paid for. And then I lay down in the bed, and she says, no, you're not allowed to camp here. Go to your apartment. And I'm like, what's my apartment? And she says, my playroom. And I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting on, like, a chair designed for a 3-year-old. Like, my spine is, like... And then she'll run into that room and be like, where are you? And I'm like, you told me to come here, lady. And then she's like, no, give me a case. And I'm like, I don't even understand what we're doing anymore. A case? Then I find out apparently there's an episode of the Number Blocks where, like, one of the numbers is a private detective. And number 9 is like, someone broke into my house and stole all my furniture. Oh, fuck. And then, so they get the suspects. Is a 2-block wide number block that's shorter than me. So they figure out, like, it must be number 6. So then they go to number 6's apartment, and all of number 9's furniture is there. And he's like, arrest that thief! And then they realize, actually, number 9 is an idiot. He dropped off his own furniture in number 6's apartment because he thought it was a number 9, but upside down. So we're supposed to, apparently, like, just repeat that episode that I haven't even really seen out loud together forever, hours and hours and hours consecutively. And if you ever try to deviate it at all, it's back to square one. It is, you know, I'm getting pretty good at it. I feel like the architect in the Matrix, but she owned you. It is true. No, they did not execute number 9. Well, I don't know. I've only seen 300 episodes. Maybe later they do, because the episodes are 91 seconds long each. It's the only British show. Oh, yeah, smart idea. I'm so washed. It's the only British show ever that has more than 6 episodes per season, and it has 1 million. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. She's learning British math, though. There is that. I'm just glad she hasn't learned British English, though. Like, she hasn't watched any alpha blocks. Because if she starts saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like, that's the end of iPad time, I'll tell you that much. It's probably the way your granddad felt when you came over wearing one of those Dragon Ball Z shirts. He was like, what in tarnation? What in the hell is a god-dang Super Saiyan? Dare I? I think I should. You wouldn't get it, old man. We do it, we do it. I'm not scared. I'm scared of that, obviously. My niece says I can't, like Peppa Pig and everything else like a normal American. I've been blessed to not have my child pick up the Peppa Pig accent. Which I'm inviting that into my life. Because I read the books. Like we have Peppa Pig books, we have Bluey books, etc., etc. I read those in the accent of the native country that they come from, because I think that's only respectful. So I do read the Peppa Pig books with a British accent, and I read the Bluey books in a New Zealand accent. Now, you might be saying Bluey is from Australia. That's true, but I only found that out after I'd read them in the New Zealand accent like 30 times. So I can't go to an Australian accent now, or my kid is going to be like, what's going on? Like, this isn't right. Nice try. Taste my blade. Do you do the same when you read manga? Oh, you mean manga? I don't know about all of that. So worth. So worth. Honey, it's 12:37 into the run. Time to take some pills, hoping they'll actually do something for you. I'm 200% going to get banned for psychoanalysis. Rip me. Listen, a droid theorist, I had cut you some slack, okay? I saw you type 7 question marks followed by the expression, I don't get it. Just tell your kid you were wrong. And I said, you know what? A droid theorist, they've been through a lot of live audits lately. I'm not going to get on their case for having taken this one specific moment maybe a little too seriously when it was intended to just, you know, tickle your funny bone. But then you brought it up again. For some reason, you self-obsessed so-and-so. You got to be careful with that. I had showed internal clemency. I'm starting to think you like to be cooked. Can we get a zombie discussion going? It's been a while. What do you mean a zombie discussion? A zombie discussion. What do you mean it's been a while? Since we've had a zombie discussion. A zombie discussion. Like who would survive in a zombie apocalypse? Zombies good or bad? Good. No, wait, bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say bad. You know what I'm talking about? It's the most menacing sentence. What do you mean? Which kind of zombies are more menacing? 28 Days Later or Dawn of the Dead? Oh, like the old, like Night of the Living Dead zombies? The most menacing are definitely the ones that have all the powers of normal zombies, but sprint. That's way more menacing than the ones who are the same but slow. The shambling ones, I mean, it's still scary, you know? And it's almost like, it's more, I think slow zombies are a great metaphor, you know? They not even just a metaphor, but a great engine for tension, for grim tone. Because it's like, no matter what you do, they're coming for you consistently, and you can't really stop them. You can move away with speed when they come, but eventually just sheer numbers might just overwhelm you, right? So I think there's a place for both. I like a zombie movie. Maybe it's time for zombies to come back just a little bit. They did take over media for like 5 years, but that was like 8 years ago. We could start reintroducing them into the ecosystem like one good movie or TV show at a time. Maybe not TV show yet, because The Walking Dead is still, its effects are still echoing throughout the halls of our minds. Oh, that's true, The Last of Us. I guess they're zombies. I'm not going to be one of those guys. Oh, those are actually mushrooms. I like a good zombie movie, though. I can't shake the feeling. I hate to be this guy in advance of its release. I love It Follows. I think it's a great movie. The fact that it has questions in it that are not answered, I think, is part of the fun. You know, like halfway through the movie, this is a spoiler, so I'd like to apologize if you've not seen It Follows. It's not a spoiler for the twist ending or anything like that, okay? It's just something that happens throughout. When you finally see what happens when the follower catches up with the follow, and there's a bunch of like blue plasma and stuff like that, and they never explain it at all. That's the kind of shit that I love to see in cinema. That shit turns me into Martin Scorsese. I'm like, please don't explain what that is. I want my like imagination to run wild. Anyway, at first I was so excited. Well, maybe that's an overstatement. I was excited to see that they were making a sequel, and then I thought, my sober brain kicked in, and I'm like, it's washed, isn't it? It's been 10 years. If they had a great idea for what they wanted to do for the sequel, they would have made it in 2017, like when the first movie was still like fairly fresh. It's like they're circling it. To me, it feels like they're circling back around to it because they like tried some more ideas afterwards and then went like, oh, that hasn't really worked out for us, so we're going back to the cash cow. I could be wrong. Maybe it'll be like a Blade Runner 2049 type situation where it comes out and I'm like, there's no way that this could be good, and then it's actually awesome. That would be great. Director made a movie everybody yelled at him for, so he's running back the hits. Is that Under the Silver Lake? It is Under the Silver Lake. Okay. See, I know cinema. Where am I going? Egg-Nose Kino. Kind of. I know what I should be watching to watch Kino Cinema. Then I simply choose to watch whatever the most good-looking science fiction movie is on Disney Plus every morning when I get on the bike. This morning it was The Creator. Everybody makes mistakes. By the way, I know we have the smartest engineers of all time working at these like media corporations. Might explain why society doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Shouldn't they be building trains or something? Anyway, with the space pro. Anyway, we don't need to get into. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I'm just saying. I watched. Well, I don't know. This was like 4 days ago. Okay, I went to Disney Plus to watch something while I was on the bike. I went to science fiction, scrolled down till I saw Sunshine, said, that looks good, let's watch that. I had seen it before. Now, we talked about Sunshine in a recent stream. I enjoyed it when I saw it the first time, and I enjoyed it even more, actually, seeing it 15 years later. I think it has aged very well. Depths 1. Okay, we can do this. Then, yesterday, I went to the homepage of Disney Plus, and it said, because you watch Sunshine, you would like The Martian. And I was like, you know what, algorithm, you got me. If nobody got me, I know the algorithm got me. Let's see. No, thank you. So I watched The Martian again, and I was like, that was pretty good. This morning, I got on the bike, and you know how it has like the panels for you? First one said, because you watched The Martian, you should watch this. And this was Sunshine. And then right below that was a panel, and it said, because you watched Sunshine, you should watch this. And it was The Martian. And I was like, guys, what are we doing here? I know that you can solve this problem. You already got the movie from Hollywood onto my fucking exercise bike. We gotta, like, we're just wasting our time here. Like, what are you doing out there in Mendocino, California? They got me caught in the damn loop. They're doing coke? They're not doing coke, okay? They're microdosing LSD at their desk, and we love them for it. But, like, this is something that they could actually... It seems like it's so easy to solve. It's not really that big of a, like, a detriment to my life, but it's like, you know, what are you doing? It just, I don't know, it just seems crazy to me. It's like when you check out at Papa John's, and so you got 2 pizzas in your cart. And then it says, would you like one of these to go with your order? And it's just like a large pepperoni pizza. And I'm like, has that ever worked in the history of e-commerce? You're already getting like 1 large pepperoni pizza. Have you ever considered, like, just in case you forgot, we'll add another one on top of that? They get me all the time? Really? So it's not the engineers that we are supposed to blame. It's actually the customers. Now I'm mad at you guys. Bro, is pizza? Yeah, that's why I added it to my cart, because I wanted pizza. But I don't need another pizza. I already got exactly the right amount. I might add a drink or a side. I feel like we have to, like, push back on that. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to get involved in the DoorDash discourse. It's just popping off on Twitter. Ordering DoorDash makes you a hero. Ordering DoorDash makes you a class traitor. We haven't figured it out yet. Apparently, here's what I'm going to say. Ordering DoorDash makes you a person, okay? I'm going prison mode. I'm uniting us. They want us to fight, okay? We're not going to fall victim to their trap. No, thank you. Who is they? I don't know. Also us, I guess. I think about this every New Year. December 31st is like so much. Not everybody is in the same camp, but it seems like one of the most hopeful days on social media. People are generally posting retrospective stuff about the year that just went by, and hopeful stuff for the year that's about to come. And then 9:07 a.m., January 1st, they immediately get rage baited by some like fake skit video and ruin their whole day arguing with insane people online. And I'm like, here we go again. My New Year's resolution is to be kinder to people. January 1st. Did you see this insane take that using DoorDash makes you ableist, or not using DoorDash, going to the grocery store makes you ableist? We gotta stop, guys, okay? We gotta stop. It's January 4th, okay? We can't be, we're accelerating towards this oblivion, socially speaking, at a rate that is doubling every year. Don't take the bait, okay? Oh, good. Luck up, tears down. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You're right. Maybe the people that only use social media for horny, maybe they actually had it all figured out. I didn't realize. The true heroes, in their lane, unaware, moisturized. Well, parts of them. Unbothered. What are we doing here, Ed? We all know where this goes, okay? You're a bomb lad? Well, what are we doing? Ugh. I was just tempted the backseat. Brother, it's 2023, okay? It's December. I'm not even wearing a winter jacket. I haven't put on my winter jacket once. It's not December anyway. It's January. And it's 2024. Oh, man. But the point is, it's warm, okay? What do we do? That's not right. We used to be a proper country. It used to snow. We really out here backseat. In 2013, it made sense, you know? We didn't have bigger problems. Everything was perfect. Well. Posture check. Pretty good, honestly. My back is against the back of my chair. I do have my legs crossed, but my right foot is on the floor, both toe and heel. I would say I feel like I'm in pretty good posture. Legs crossed? You lost? What is this? It's like I'm getting bullied like I'm on the playground. I said this, I think I said it in a SAP video. I can't remember. I'm here to tell you, you can cross your legs. If you're a man, you can cross your legs, okay? The genesis of this is like when you're a kid, you have to learn from those around you. You know? You look at older people in your life as an authority. You're like, they've been here longer, they got it figured out. You look at how, you know, boomer men sit, it's always like legs spread wide open, elbows on quads, hand in the chin in their hand, like that. I thought that was how men sit. So, you know, I endeavored to sit like that when I first became a young man myself. Now, I'm older. I can be part of the change that I want to see in the world. I'm no longer fighting my body's natural impulse to cross my legs. I'm a man. I got fans. I got a job. I got a kid. I'm a man. I'm 40. Strong men can also cross their legs. It doesn't mean anything. For me, at least. For you, I don't know. My peanuts don't fit? Well, I don't have that problem. But I don't think that your peanuts don't fit, okay? I think that you are signaling You're trying to be like, well, actually, I have a large penis. Ha ha ha. Nobody cares, bro. It's 2024, okay? Small dicks are cool. They're actually cooler than big dicks, probably. Right, guys? Right? Who's with me? Who's with me? Nobody. Nobody said anything. Fuck. I just want you to know I actually have a huge penis. I would just wanted to be an ally to all the small dick dudes out there. My dick is big. It's actually too big. It's a problem. That's why I cross my legs. If I cut off some of the blood flow, I might be able to lose a couple inches off the end. Hey, hey, hey. Just doesn't feels like a big sack of sand. I understood that reference. No, don't talk to me about the chickpeas, okay? I went to Chibley's chat and I said, hey, Chibley's chat, do you have any good ideas for like a carb-heavy breakfast? P.S. Protein count doesn't matter at all. And literally everybody in the chat said, why don't you crack an egg in a fucking muffin tin? Hang on, I gotta focus for a minute. I just realized I'm gonna die. And I said, that shit is not... The explosion of keto has been a disaster for Western society, bro. You can't make a healthy food that is high carbs. Everything is just high protein and it's 0 grams of carbs. So then people said, like literally as soon as you say like, oh, actually I need more carbs than are contained in a couple of eggs, which is like nearly 0 grams, they go, I don't know, shots of maple syrup? Like we gotta be able to find the happy medium here. But it turns out there's only 2 answers. And the answers are oats and bagels. Now the baked oatmeal it's fine. I had it again this morning. It's okay, all right? Overnight oats will be a better solution, but I think I'm just going to Costco. I'm buying a dozen bagels a week. I might even buy 2 dozen bagels a week. And I don't know, I will spread something on it before my bike rides, and I will eat it on the toilet in the morning. I think that's my solution. Put peanut butter on it? Listen, peanut butter is not... I guess it's not fair for me to be mad at you for not suggesting foods that are high carb, because I'm clearly asking too much. Peanut butter is not a high carbohydrate food, okay? It's a high fat food, which is fine. It's good for... I love peanut butter. I eat it like almost every day. I need sugar and water, like that fucking alien from Men in Black, okay? So I'm just going to put maple syrup on it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Honey? Bro, honey's calorie-free, right? It's the only food that never goes bad. Nature's Coke Zero. Eat fruit, you dork? No disrespect. I would put my fruit consumption up against yours pound for pound, bar for bar, any day of the week. I eat 2 bananas a day on the bike. And that's not even... people were getting actually mad at me. You must be a new head. They were getting mad at me for how much fruit I was consuming. I said I ate like 6 mandarin oranges a day. People were like, aren't you concerned about the sugar content? I'm like, it just goes in the engine, bro. It goes into the furnace. Bananas don't count? Okay, you fucking rambutan maxer. I'm just going to say it, me personally, again, you know I'm 90s maxing. Fruit is a solved game. In the 2000s, there were probably still fruits being discovered that taste good and have a place in the average daily diet. We found them all at this point. Anytime that I'm at the grocery store and they're like, it's a new fruit, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, we found them all. You made a pomelo. I love that for you. But the rambutans, the mangosteens, all that stuff, I try it once and I go, that's interesting. I will never purchase it again. And then I just go with apples, bananas, oranges, mangoes, pears. When did the mango come out? Because that was like one of the most, maybe the most recent significant patch to fruit that has happened in my lifetime. I know they've been around like worldwide for a long time, but I feel like they only started getting introduced where I lived in like maybe 2001. 2008 in Ontario. I told you the story, right? I used the first job I ever had. I worked with a guy who went to school in Singapore. And one day at lunch, he was eating a fruit I'd never seen before. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And he's like, oh, it's a mango. I used to eat them all the time in Singapore. Do you want a piece? And it was like Boo Radley style. Like he was eating it off of the back of a knife that he was slicing it with while he was eating lunch. And I said, sure, I'll try a slice. So he cuts me off like a slice, like backwards. And then he holds out the knife to me and I ate that shit off the blade. Like he like pulled my chin up and my eyes were like. It was the sweetest fruit I'd ever tasted in my entire life. It was a moment of awakening for me. I did not say thank you, Daddy. I probably went, no, that's pretty good. Bro, that fruit's legit. But that was like I think it's the last time I've ever eaten like a fruit that was new to me and been like, oh, I'm gonna eat this like as much as I can. I don't think it's happened since then. Oh, no, that's not true. The Golden Kiwi changed my life. Hang on, it's an important moment for me. How many runs in are we? This is our second good one. I've been kind of yeeting some to the ether. As you can see, I'm fucking gonna die again, bro. No. Focus up. You ever eat a kiwi with the skin on? Bro, that's the only way I do it. Because the golden, I know we've been through this, they're not quite in season up here yet. They're literally all imported, so I don't know when they're in season. But, motherfucker. Wow! Guess who's back? The Golden Kiwi has a thinner and much less hairy skin than a normal kiwi. You can eat a normal kiwi with the skin on. If you tell people you do, they'll just look at you like you're a freak. I know, because that's what they do to me. But the Golden Kiwi is, I would say, designed to be consumed with the skin on, which makes it a superior version of the kiwi, because the flavor is great, but also it's much more convenient to eat, because you don't have to, like, either subject yourselves to the whims of an intolerant society, or go, like, get a plate and a fucking spoon and be like, I'm scooping the fruit out. Come out, we got you surrounded. I'm scooping my kiwi. I'm scooping my kiwi. The Golden Kiwi is good. Try it out. I did phantom tax this mango. Why not? A rate of fire 0.01. Why are you giving up on the future of fruit? I'm not giving up on the future of fruit. That's a bad faith take. That wouldn't fly in my rhetoric class. Ben Shapiro. I'm giving up on marketing of a quote-unquote new fruit as if it's going to be life-changing, when what it actually is probably something from Cambodia that, like, has been used in paper processing for 172 years. But now they're like, oh, our profit margins have fallen a little bit. Let's start selling, like, the pulp as if it's like a life-changing superfood. If the scientists at the University of Minnesota come out with a new apple, the last time they did that, we got Honeycrisp. They did a great job, okay? They've earned my trust. But until they come out with a new one, I'm looking with skepticism on every new fruit that I see in the grocery store. I feel like new fruits always look delicious, and you're like your brain betrays you. Like it looks like the tastiest shit of all time. Then when you eat it, first off, you're Googling like, how do I peel this fucker? And it's like, well, you need a hammer and a chisel, and you're okay. And then you crack it open, and it smells like, you know, the inside of a wildebeest, and you're like, that means it must be good. And then you eat it, and you're like, it kind of just tastes like nothing. And then you look it up, and it's like, yes, it has a mild nutty flavor, often described as eating the medium. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going back to apples, bro. Well. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. We may never die again. What, the scallop? They kind of crack the code with apples. I've been known to occasionally insult apples, and I would like to say that when I'm eating apples, I'm always like, these are delicious. Then I let myself get tricked when I'm not eating them, and I'm like, they're kind of mid, actually. Then when I eat them, I'm like, I'm wrong. This is delicious. They did crack the code, bro. They taste good, they're juicy, and they're like incredibly shelf stable. You know how like an avocado is only a peak ripeness for 10 hours or something like that? Apples stored in like a dark area that's relatively cool can literally last, don't quote me on this, but I'm going to say 10 years. Okay, slash marker me. Rebirth.